Hi, hi. You and I will be listening to Ayastar's EP. I haven't listened to it prior to now, so let's find out how it sounds together. Hi, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome to week 19 of Dearest Diamond, Diamond's memoir. My name is Diamond and you're welcome. According to timeanddate.com, it is 3:47 a.m. and today is the 7th of August. Eh, eh. So, it has taken me a long time to get to finally recording, and I'm not going to try to give all those reasons and excuses and all that. I'll just jump right into it. I'm grateful enough to be here as is. So I'm trying to reduce the music because I don't want it to overshadow what I'm saying. Yes, so I think this sound is okay. Right now we are on Bloody Samaritan. I know this is not a good way to assess the album because I'm not really listening to it, but that's not the whole point. The whole point is just to have it playing in the background, sort of. I'm trying this thing out with different music in the background, so it's more realistic, right? Kinda. So yeah. Okay. On week 19, I'm going to jump right to it. I'm going to get straight to the point. Dearest Diamond, I wrote you a letter. Hey. So while I was kind of stuck in my bubble and thinking on just trying to get inspired on first stuff to even be able to want to record, and then I thought to myself, like, usually when I'm not able to come up with words, I write. So I decided, okay, why not write to myself, to you. And let's just have fun with that, I guess. So yes, Dearest Diamond, I wrote you a letter. And let's see how it goes. Right now we are on Fashion Killer. That's number 2 in the album. But I'm just going to play number 1. I want to see what it sounds like. Gen Z anthem cast. Let me increase that a bit. I hope that doesn't disturb. Okay, anyway. So week 19. There's Diamond. I wrote you a letter. There's Diamond. In this episode, I write to you. How are you? And how has the past week been for you? Mine has been such an undulating pendulum. I am writing to you sitting in my parents' parlor because my room is in such a tornado-like state right now. Sometimes I wonder how it gets there. I've told Eze that I would have to have my own personal area when we live together because really, he's so put together while I, on the other hand, am so unpredictable. Anyway, so I'm writing to you under the fan, sitting on the couch and using the sound from the television to drown out the noise from the church doing night vigil just from across my house. I think it's unfair that religious houses create so much noise pollution freely in Nigeria. That aside, showing up this week to record this episode has been such an extreme sport, especially considering the state of my room and that I've not been able to put it together for some reason. After taking week 17 off, I expected to come back with energy to get my life back on track. But that didn't happen. Yes, I came back happier and yes, feeling a lot better. But it's been somewhat difficult maintaining that high. And I'm hoping that as I write to you, dear Diamond, that we'll figure it all out together. Recently, I read a tweet by Michael Inyolua on Road to 30 podcast's Instagram page, and it got me thinking. He talked about coming across a book that mentioned how adulting might be so hard, maybe because nobody ever really talks about it from a personal perspective. We all talk about how it's so hard and different from what we knew all our lives, but we never really get to talk in depth about what's going on. He also talked about losing friends and relationships and how it's so difficult. Dear Diamond, to the best of my ability, I want to keep you in the loop. These moments with you are precious to me. These moments where I get to share and tell you as much as I can how it's going and what I'm learning and what I'm feeling. Anyway, back to what I was saying. This past week, I've kind of felt like I'm constantly in pursuit of happiness, and it has somehow felt like fighting for my life in a drowning situation. I'll explain. I and the boo were having a conversation some days back, and he asked me a question that really got me thinking, and that has kind of helped me to figure out what's happening with me and try to put things into perspective. He said something in the line of, I hope when you eventually get this thing that you're waiting for, you would no longer be unhappy. He didn't say it in those exact words, but yeah, it was something like that. And I got thinking, first off, am I unhappy? It's a question I've never really asked myself, and I came to the conclusion that I am not unhappy. I think I just don't know what happiness is. Growing up, life moved at a steady and constant pace. I knew that after kindergarten was nursery 1 and nursery 2 and then primary 1 and primary 2 and primary 3, 4, 5, 6, just 1, 2 and 3, SS1, 2 and 3, university, NYC, and then masters. It was that. That's what we were told it was, one step to the next. I was making progress as long as I was not failing any of these classes. For 22 years out of my 27-year life, progress was that I was excelling in a system that told me as long as I was moving from one class to the other and studying, I could remain excited about life. Happiness now became a matter of making supposed progress. I haven't been to any school system since 2019, and I think somehow this created a feeling of being stuck somewhere in my head without me realizing it. This feeling of being stuck led me to believe that I wasn't making progress because suddenly there was no, in quotes, next best thing to look forward to. And so, because I believed I wasn't making progress, I would get depressed a lot of times. My biggest love language is physical presence, and so that's one of the things that I could always look forward to. Time out with people I love, great conversations with the boo, general conversations and things like that. This for me became happiness these past 2 years. You might say that I could easily learn stuff on my own if learning was the problem, and you would have been right. But learning wasn't the problem. In school, I wasn't really learning. I was just studying to pass exams. And now in real life, it's really not like that. In real life, I have to rein in on my attention span. Nobody's going to give me a prize for coming first, and I have no one but myself to be accountable to. All this is so different from what I had come to get used to for 22 years. Is happiness progress? I don't know, but I know making progress does make me happy. Only problem is progress, the real meaning of it, suddenly switched up for me in the past 2 years. Dearest Diamond, progress is different for every one of us. For me, I've decided that progress is growth. Progress is my personal growth. And that's not defined by school or degrees or how arranged my room is or whether I'm 100% killing it. I'm growing even if I'm killing it 1%. I'm growing even when I'm killing it 10%. Now, what do I want to be making progress in? That's another aspect of the whole gist. I put so much pressure on myself sometimes because I stress that I'm not growing as fast as I want to. But I'm learning to be patient with myself. 1% is growth, Diamond. It's the incremental little steps that count after all. 1% better at being a speaker is growth. 1% better at being a big sister is growth. 1% better at sources of income stream is growth. 1% better at loving my baby is growth. 1% better at my prayer life is growth. 0.1% as being a better friend is growth. Dearest Diamond, even that you are aware of these very moments is growth. Happiness is not tomorrow, D. Happiness is now. Happiness is in the moment. Happiness is being alive. It's in the little steps. It's in the progress, the growth that even you can't see. Today you are a seed in the ground. Tomorrow you are a beautiful blossoming rose. You are beautiful through the whole process. You are beautiful at every stage of your growth process. You were already a rose, even when you were a seed planted in the ground. My dear Diamond, at this point in this letter, my hand hurts and I've got to go, but I'll write to you again next week. Until then, stay happy, stay growing, stay blossoming. You're a beautiful rose already, and I love every little bit of you. Yours, Diamond. Okay. I don't know, but well, thank you, Diamond. Thank you for when I first started doing this, I wasn't clear about any of it. Sometimes I think I'm still not clear about any of it, but I just know that I want to keep recording my growth. I want to keep telling you and talking to you and telling you where I'm at and how it's going so far and what adulting for me is like. And I want to share my affirmations with you in terms of a diamond's affirmations. And I want to also share what I'm grateful for as per a diamond's gratitude. So I just want to keep sharing and being as honest as possible. I don't ever want to come and lie about that, oh, the world is all beautiful and rosy, and that's it. When I say lie about it, that's if it's not. So that's just kind of what it is, and I'm so grateful at every time. I'm grateful to be doing this, to be able to do this, and I don't know, it just really means something. So my affirmations for the week, a diamond's affirmation: I am consistently happy. I am constantly growing. I am always making progress. I am consistently happy. I am constantly growing. I am always making progress. I am consistently happy. I am constantly growing. I am always making progress. I am consistently happy. I am constantly growing. I am always making progress. And 10 things I'm grateful for this week. This week, I'm especially thankful for Eze. I'm thankful for that friendship. I'm thankful for everything that comes with it. It's been a lot of years, and it's I'm really thankful. I'm really thankful for it. For him. Yes, for Easy. I'm really thankful. Second thing I'm thankful for this week is living rent free. So I'm thankful to my parents, for still housing me up until this time. And it's, well, if you're paying rents, I know it's a whole lot of bills. So I'm really thankful for living rent free up until this time, because I know very soon I'm not going to be living rent free anymore. When I say rent free, that's in my own, I might get my own apartment. Anyway, you understand what I mean. But yes, I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the ability to pay my bills. As much as, money is never enough, but that it comes, and it comes constantly. I'm grateful for that, and that I can pay my bills and I'm not begging or borrowing. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for my devices, for my laptop and my phone and my SpectraNet and my watch, and I'm grateful for all that they make my life easier. I'm grateful for my perfumes and shoes and clothes. You can summarize that into 2 or 3 grateful stuff. And I'm grateful for Dearest Diamond, this podcast, this memoir. So one time I went to check what's even the meaning of memoir. I don't know. No. Not like I don't know, but I'm not. I checked and I'm not sure a memoir is what I should call this, but I choose to call it a memoir. Anyway, yes, I'm grateful for the podcast, for Dearest Diamond. I'm grateful for quotes, uncertainties, because as much as we know that life is moving in the direction that we want. Why are these people praying so early? It's not time now. Hi, God, just messing my audio up. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, so I'm grateful for Dearest Diamond. I'm grateful for uncertainties. Yeah, like uncertainties. Anyway, when I say uncertainties, like, life is going beautiful. Like, I know that the future is bright. I don't know about you, but I have that strong, I don't know, that faith, that belief about the future. So these uncertainties that are here and there, I know that they're all going to eventually work out. So I'm really grateful for them, because I know that one day I'm going to look back and I'm going to be like, oh yeah, remember when I didn't have this and now I do. And yeah, so I'm grateful for my relationship with God and the ability to pray, and knowing what I know, coming from all that fear and guilt. Initially what I understood Christianity or spirituality to be, and just coming out of all that, I'm grateful for that. And the ability to live guilt free is something I'm really grateful for this week. So yeah, that's it for Dearest Diamond this week. I'm so sorry about the background noise. I don't know. I really try to avoid this as much as possible. I know they're supposed to pray by 5 and it's just past 4. So I hope in the final audio I'll be able to, scrap it out. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here, for relating with my story, keeping in touch, listening. It means a whole lot. Yeah, so I'm thinking from this that I would like to write a letter to my listeners once a month, just write to you and have you write back. I don't know if it's something you'll be interested in. Send me a mail. Send me your email address on my Instagram at dearest.diamond. Don't forget to share, listen, follow me on Instagram, like my posts, encourage me a bit. So it will mean a lot. Thank you guys so much for being here. See you next week. Take care. Bye.